In 2014, Arkansas voters voted to create lifetime term limits for legislators while giving them flexibility to serve in whatever chamber they'd like for up to 16 years. Well, now this year, Issue 2 is on the ballot, and it's looking to change those term limit restrictions. So let's dive into what voting for or against Issue 2 really means. On the ballot, you'll see Issue 2. It's all about changing term limits for Arkansas legislators, and you'll have the option to vote for or against it this election. But what are you voting to change? Here's Kristen Higgins. She works with the University of Arkansas Division of Agriculture's Public Policy Center. It's a nonpartisan center that helps voters know what they're voting for.
Right now, legislators can serve 16 years in the House or the Senate, whichever combination that they would like. What Issue 2 would do is it would eliminate lifetime term limits. It would change it from 16 years over your lifetime to 12 years in a row, and then they would be required to take a break of 4 years before they could serve again.
The change was recommended to be on the ballot by the legislature, partially due to how restrictive Arkansas's limits are compared to other states.
Arkansas is one of a handful of states that has term limits, but it's one of the even fewer that says it's a lifetime limit to where people can't come back.
Now that we know why it's on the ballot, let's look at why people are in favor or against this change.
Sponsors are saying that this gives people the flexibility to serve in office maybe in their younger days, but then have the ability to come back when they're older, maybe more experienced.
Other proponents say businesses don't require lifetime limits, so why should the government?
You don't hear of, businesses getting rid of their boards after 6 years or 8 years or 10 years. And so if they want government to be more like a business, then maybe they shouldn't have the term limits in place.
But opponents say they want lifetime limits and don't want legislators making this their full-time job.
Opponents say, well, because you get rid of the lifetime term limits, it's really not term limits at all.
While proponents see this as a compromise of both philosophies, opponents say it's wishy-washy.
Opponents to this saying, okay, well, either they want to keep the lifetime term limits or they don't believe in term limits at all and think that the elections themselves are possible term limits.
Another aspect of Issue 2 is that it would allow the existing legislators and those who are elected this November to serve up to 16 years, staying under the current rules before Issue 2 rules would apply to them. The 4-year break would immediately follow. For more information on this issue and anything else on the ballot, you can get our voter guide sent straight to your phone. Just text the word VOTE to 501-376-1111 and we'll send you a link.